There we go. Got it. That's absolutely fantastic. Great. Okay, Zoe, Ashton, thanks for joining us. It's just gone 6 o'clock, so we'll make a start. And if other people join us, which I'm sure they will, they can catch up. So I've known Nadine for, since the Ice Age, probably, right? And, right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not just saying this because Nadine's on this call, right? One of the things that frustrated me as a business coach, because we often get asked who can help with this, who can help with that, SEO, websites, etc. And it's always been a frustration of mine where you get people to help clients with social media, with websites, with SEO work, and nobody delivers what they say they're going to deliver. It's the most annoying, frustrating thing in the planet, right? And then Nadine came along and created the SEO club, and instantly it was just what was missing from for small business owners that want to know more about SEO and how to get their website ranking, doing it themselves, so they're not spending fortunes, understanding, etc. Just absolutely brilliant. So I asked Nadine to come along and share her wisdom. So Nadine, I will hand over to you and just let you inspire and motivate us to get our websites working better.
Oh,
And that
well,
includes me. I'm going to be taking tons of notes as well.
good evening, ladies and gentlemen, because we have Bob the Builder here as well.
Yes, Bob the Builder in the background,
Bob
being
the
very
Builder is
quiet.
probably having dinner just now. Anyway, I'm going to just go straight into sharing my screen. I'm German, by the way. I'm very direct, and I just like to get straight to the point. So I have got a presentation here, which I'm going to I'll start with this one, but then I'll finish off with a different one. So I'm just double checking. Can you see this okay, Zoe? Yeah. Now you can keep your volume on if you wanted to, and you can then just ask questions as we go along. Okay. So the thing is, so just to let you see, where you can find me. So, and this is I'm on Instagram. That's my social media platform, and then we have the website here. Now, I'm Nadine, but why are you here today? So you've built your own website. You want to know why it's not ranking. Reason 2 is you want more sales and get a steady influx of customers without having to pay for ads, or get more confidence with SEO and working on your website. Just pop it into the chat what your reason is for being here today. 1, 2, or 3. All 3, Bob the Builder. So I want to learn the secrets, okay? All 3 kill Claire entering.
There we go.
Just let her join.
As Claire just joined us. Hello, Claire.
Connecting. Hi there. Still connecting. Hi, Claire. We're just started the presentation, and it's all about SEO. I'm Nadine, and if I'm just asking the question, why would you want to watch a webinar about SEO? So which one would be your reason here? Just pop the number into the chat.
No bullet. Have I done it? Has it came through?
No, but it's a number anyway. So I'm going to switch between these 2 things here, so we can go through. So because we had our prepared. So 1, 2, 3. Now, how many visitors do you have per month? So when you think about your website visitors, do you use Google Analytics or something like that? And do you just pop your answer into the chat? A, B, C, or D? No idea. No idea. Yeah, that's what I expected, because quite a lot of people less than 500, Bob the Builder. So the thing is to have Google Analytics on your website. So if you don't measure it, you're not going to improve it. So you basically need to check your Google Analytics, and you can get a very easy Google Analytics dashboard without having to go into the depths of Google Analytics. And I can show you an example of that later. Now, when you look at this one, how many website visitors would you want per month? Just pop in a number into Google, into the chat. 2,000, Bob the Builder. Zoe, Astrid, Claire, just pop a number in. 1,000, yep, many as possible. Very good. So now, how many clients? This is the interesting question. How many clients do you want per month? Or how many clients do you need per month? Just put a number in there. Not a dream number, but one that is realistic for you, what you want to see, where you want to see a business going in the next 12 months. 5, okay. 2,000 convert 5%. Zoe, Claire, do you know how many roughly?
Not sure, to be honest with you, but I'll just type something in. Don't know why it's not coming
10,
through.
Astrid, 10, yeah. I don't know why it's not coming through yours, Claire, but so 500, okay. What is it you do, Claire?
I just work for the Power Within and within the admin, so I don't have my own company. I just want to get an insight into exactly
Right,
what
okay.
goes.
Cool, that's cool. So with Claire, with Astrid and Zoe, so 10 and 5. So I basically, I'm gonna show you a little example here. So you don't need thousands of visitors a month. So if you want to have 2 customers a month, the normal website conversion rate is between 2 and 5%. Okay. Now, I always work on the lower end, 2%, and if you achieve that with a website that you look after yourself or have you built yourself, then that's fantastic. Now, what is a conversion? A conversion isn't a customer. A conversion is somebody that does something on your website that you want them to do. They downloaded a PDF and gave you an email address. That turns them into a lead. You want them to do something else, you want them to do a quiz or something like that, that's a conversion, and you can track that in Google. So if 100 visitors, so 100 visitors could give you 2 inquiries, and you normally convert 5 out of 10, so this is just an example. That means and if you want 2 new customers a month, so that means 100 visitors gives you 2 inquiries, it's 1 customer. 200 visitors would give you 4 inquiries, equals 2 customers. So you can do the maths. If 10 customers, you would need to have 2,000 visitors to then get 10 customers. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep. So basically, you don't need millions of website visitors to get conversions. Now, I used to do wedding photography and proposal photography as well, and I still do this a lot, but not over the winter. Now, I can very easily see in Google Analytics how this all worked out. I don't know. All right, okay. So here, this is a particular month last year, and 98 people visited this website, or this section of my website, and I received 11 inquiries from that. I converted 6, and the ones that didn't convert, I passed on to somebody else because I wasn't available. So that is 6 out of 11, so that's almost a 50% conversion, but this is an 11%, almost like 12% conversion rate of that website, which is quite incredible. So I'm going to show you how I built this page to let you see how this page works. So when somebody goes to my website here, and they basically, I give them the main navigation, but this is the navigation only for the proposals. It says plan the proposal, location, ideas, the gallery, and the price. So I don't ever hide anything on my websites that I do, especially the price. The price is super important to show on your website. Then I show them how to do things. I have good images. Then I have got internal links here that go to other pages within that section, within that part of the website. Here's a testimonial. Then I have a video, another picture, another testimonial, another video. And then before I go to the contact form, I have another testimonial. So your testimonial needs to sit really close, or a testimonial needs to sit really close to a contact form. So if you want people to contact you, you need to show them a testimonial that gives them the last push over the edge. And then, so I put this on fully booked here, but the contact form is a super important thing, not to have too many fields. Now, if you look at my website here, I'm going to put the link into the into the chat as well, and have a good look at this blog post about contact forms. What fields should be on a contact form? Now, when somebody who looks after their own website is confronted with building a contact form, people just get all excited and have all these fields. Now, the more fields you have in a contact form, the less likely somebody is going to inquire from you. So if you see something like that, I mean, I then lose the will to live, because I don't want to fill this in. You can really reduce this down to name, email address, and message. And I have spoken to wedding cake designers, for example, and they say, but I need to know how big the cake is, I need to know their phone number, I need to know when the wedding is and where, and so on. It's like, no, at this stage, you want them to get over the line. You want them as a lead. Everything else happens in the second conversation. So the first conversation is the smallest contact form you can possibly have. If you're working with B2B businesses only, you only need their name. The email address will give them their website address and the company name, and everything else they want to know they can have in the message as well. And so if you have a look, this is an infographic. People have done some stats about this. So the more fields you have, the less likely it is converting. So that's quite important. I put the link in here and you can have a look at that. Now let's go back to which one here. So why do we need to do SEO? You kind of know you need it. It's on your list of things to do. You don't know where to start. You don't like your website. So I hear all of these things all the time. And the professional packages, they are anywhere between 500 and 3,000 a month. So that's quite expensive for small business. So what to do is either you pay somebody or you learn it. Now, let's just quickly touch on social media. Now, do you post on social media? Just put a yes or a no and Y or N. Yeah. Yeah. So how much time per day or per week, let's say per week, how much time per week in hours do you create content for social media? Just put in the number of hours that you put in for social media. Two hours, 1 hour, around 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour. So social media, people go there to scroll and to be entertained, but people go to Google because they're looking for something. They actually have a problem. People go to Google, they have a plan, and people on social media have no plan. They're scrolling and they might stumble across your content. And if you look at the lifespan of a social media blog, of a social media post, it's shocking how quickly that content disappears. So on Facebook is 105 minutes, Twitter 24 minutes, TikTok instant decay, Instagram less than a day, LinkedIn, oh, you get full day. YouTube is getting a bit longer, Pinterest is starting to get interesting, but a blog post or any website content that you create, 2 years plus. Mm. Where do you spend most of your marketing time? Website or social media? Put it in a W or an S. Website, cool. Social media, yeah. And where should you spend most of your time? Quite clear, on your website, because that's your asset. So the secret of your industry, and Stuart told me that it's about construction mostly, or the construction industry area, is no one does it. I have built quite a lot of website for construction related companies here in Scotland, and I can get them to rank in Google within 4 to 6 weeks, because nobody does it, because everybody.
So that's, and that basically means then that to shine, you don't really have to spend a lot of time and a lot of resources. It's easier to shine in the construction industry than it would be, say, for somebody that does,
Weight loss,
you know, maybe
jewellery,
fashion or something.
weight loss,
Excellent. That's
jewellery, anything like that. So construction is notoriously under SEO'd. There is only a couple of big players out there who take up the top spots. But if somebody is looking for a house builder or a landscape gardener or whatever in a local area, they're not going to click on one of these massive big companies, because that's what they're not looking for. And even those guys, they don't spend much time on it because the industry is completely under SEO'd. So you can easily push away any competitors in a matter of weeks by applying a few sample guidelines. And that is specific to your industry. So you have attempted, we have heard that from both Astrid and Zoe earlier, you have attempted some SEO. And how much time have you spent on your website during the last month? Just pop that into hours into the chat. Not enough. 0. Okay. About 3, that's good. Yeah. 2 hours. Yeah. Cool. So the local SEO, that is your secret weapon. So if you're basically working in a certain area, so let's just have a look at the Ray White company. So let's just click that in here. So Ray White Builders. Now, let's just talk you through a few things on your website first. Now, even though it instantly looks like a professional website, it doesn't tell me at all what you do. So it says Ray White Builders, but it doesn't say what you do and where you are. So I've already got the logo, so I don't need to use this here at all. What it needs to say here is super clear and super quick what it is you do and where you do it and who you do it for. That's what needs to be here. If I go your website, click on home. It's not clear what you do. It says carpentry services here. Now I'm going back to here. When I look at your navigation, if we remove everything else, including the logo, and just look at your navigation, the navigation doesn't tell us what you do either. So I then have to click here to figure out what you do. Now I'm going to show you an example. Panda London. Now, I often like show examples that have got nothing to do with your industry, but just to show you an example of how it's well done. Now, if I remove the logo, again, the logo doesn't mean anything anyway, any pictures, we know what these guys sell because all of their products are in the navigation. So what you can do on your website is have the secondary navigation where you put in about us, the FAQ, guarantee, contact, blog, anything like that. But you put your most important, the products and the services that you're selling, you put them here into the main navigation so that people don't have to search for it. If I click on you, so carpentry services, so Astrid, is it mostly courses you're doing?
No, we do both. We do carpentry work and we also run courses. Sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's a bit more carpentry work and a bit less courses.
So what I'm getting from the website here is, remember, I don't know you at all. I don't know what you do. So the first thing I see is courses. Then it says carpentry services, and then we have all this information about courses. So to me, that means you're doing courses. That's the first impression I get from your website, that you mostly do courses because of the weight of the content that you have put on your website about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so in the what we do tab, yeah, it says like carpentry or bespoke services, yeah, afterwards. So if I wanted to have that, well, it's funny because we want to promote both, right? We do our carpentry services and the courses. I want to promote it equally, I guess.
That's totally fine, but I think from a first impression, the first thing I see is our courses, and people always weight the top thing first, the most, so courses, and then we have courses, and then it's like, okay, this is a page about courses, so that's just the first impression. So, and here, and the thing is as well with websites, if I go back to this one here, the first headline that you have on your website, that's a huge SEO opportunity. And every single page on your website must only have one headline 1. So everything else is headline 2, headline 3, and so on. But this is headline 1. And headline 1 is like the title of a book chapter. And another thing that people don't understand is Google doesn't index websites. Google indexes web pages. So if we go to Google, and if I enter corporate photographer, Dunfermline, this is where I am, I can go past all of the local pack here, and this is my website here. Now, as you can see, I entered, I don't know if there are any corporate photographers, I didn't search for my name, but I entered for corporate Dunfermline, corporate photographer Dunfermline, and now it's not on my homepage, but it's on the photography page. So I then found this page because that's what I entered, corporate photographer in Dunfermline. So your top headline, this one here, the headline 1, is where your most important keyword for this page goes in. And every single page on your website has got its own keyword and its own title. So its own title, which must contain the keyword, and then its own meta description as well. And never ever use this headline as a marketing headline. This headline is only there to confirm that people are on the correct page. I've seen quite a lot when people put in like welcome to whatever, so you put your location in here, which is good, so that's cool. So I can see these things here on your website, these buttons, but I now only just realized that these are buttons. So they're not clear that these are buttons. So, and also they have got a hover action, which isn't available on any mobile device. So it's not clear that this is a menu, an additional menu. So it's just one of these things. These things are great to have them here. That is a good thing. So are you only do you only do domestic work, Zoe?
No, we can do commercial as well. It's predominantly residential, but in the content of the website, it does say that we do commercial as well. But obviously, that's hidden. You've got to read through to find it. It's not at the forefront.
That's totally fine because it might not be the biggest thing that you do.
It's not.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So right, okay, so let's get back to this one. So your local SEO is your secret weapon. Go back to where's the scoring here. So basically, to polish your website so it's displayed when someone looks for in your local area for a business like yours. And if you are in an industry, so I don't know about Stuart and Claire, if you're trying to do nationwide sort of SEO, it's good when you have a website, if your website is quite new, to start local and then fan out. So you need to complete your business profile. So let's just have a look at, so Ray White Builder. Where are you, Zoe? Which location is your biggest one?
Alsager.
Sorry, how's that spelled?
Alsager.
So we've got this one here, and so you uploaded this, which is fantastic. Reviews, you need to collect a few. So you've got a phone number, which is good. Photos, upload some more photos if you can regularly. And then also there's questions.
Can I just ask you there, please, Nadine? So
yeah.
You're looking at this here, this so this is our business directory, is it? This is nothing to do with our website.
This.
Yes.
That's-
You said the business profile, sorry.
Yes. The Google Business
So-
Profile, yes.
Yeah. So who devises that? Will that have been our website people who devises that?
If you don't, well, that's the thing. This one was posted only on the 8th of September, so somebody must have posted that. So I don't know who's
because at the moment we're paying two people. We pay our website people, and we also pay an organisation called the Directory Guys. And it's the Directory Guys who've been dealing with our like business listing on Google. And we've been suspended a couple of times by Google because they say that they're trying to wash out bogus companies and things. And it's been worse since COVID. And we've had to send them information to verify that we are a bona fide company, which we did. And then they suspended it again. And I didn't read, as I say, I'm a solicitor. I'm not technical at all, so I didn't understand it. So we're very much in the lap of, we're entrusting ourselves to these people, and I don't really understand it. But I know that we had a problem with our Google business profile being suspended, so they created us a new one, and I think that's the one that was created on the 8th of September. Because I was basically moaning about it. Why is it taking so long? And they saying, well, Google don't come back to us. All we can do is keep chasing, but we have to wait for Google. So in the end, they offered to set us up a new profile, and I think that's what it is. But as I say, I don't understand any of it.
Right, so the Google profile is super easy. So that's the easiest thing and the quickest thing you can do for your business. Now, first of all, so what you're going to do tomorrow or tonight is send an email, give them a Google email address that you have and you have access to, and request to be added as an owner to this business profile.
Sorry, who am I emailing? Google?
No, the people who manage your business profile.
Okay.
So request from them, send them your Gmail email address and ask them to add you as an owner to this account. Super important.
What if I don't have a Google account?
You set one up.
Okay.
And don't make it a business one. Just keep your business address, but you need to have a Google email address to get access to this. This is super important for SEO, super important. And I'm going to show you how I use this on my for my own one. So if you look at this here, so I've got a header, and they see below this here my service area. It's just because I've got customers in Europe as well, and then I've got a local number here. And then the questions and answers, that's something you can do. You actually put in questions that your customers ask you all the time, and then you answer that question yourself. So you ask the question and you answer that question yourself. And then that helps people to get to know you a little bit more. The reviews, obviously, you want to get, and then you want to keep adding these things at least every 4 months, one new post, because they self-destruct every 6 months, so they disappear. But if I've added a new post here, all you need to do is a description. You add a link, learn more. So you then put a link to your website or to a specific page on your website, and you add a really good photograph. And that then shows up in Google on about your information as well. That can make people click a bit more. But so this is my own account, obviously, and I can click on here, edit your business information. It's super easy to do. You just add all of the stuff in here and you just click through and just fill it in. But just make sure you are the owner. And that's for anybody here in the business, just in the call, just to Google My Business is super important.
Okay, sorry, a question.
Yeah.
So yes, I think you just answered. I was going to ask, is this the same as Google My Business?
Yes.
Which I have done. Okay, great. And where you showed us this update field, I wasn't quite clear. What do I put in there? I mean, what sort of things do I write in there?
This here? Do you mean this?
Add a post. Yeah, I guess so.
This?
Yes, that one.
It's
yeah.
the same. So if you look at Google My Business as a portfolio page, your best work, because you only need to 3 or 4 a year. Only just you can do more, of course, and more is better, but don't treat this as another social media, because these posts lived there for quite some time. So make sure it's got a headline, make sure it's got a link. So my headline here, event photography and video. Are you planning a golf day? So I'm just having a tiny bit of information here, and then learn more, and then they can go to the actual website, then so they can read this, and then they can link on the website as well.
Okay, so for example, if I wanted to get or to promote our work building cabins and garden offices, I would put an update about that there.
But it doesn't need to be an update. It can just say we do that stuff.
Right. Okay.
And you have a lovely picture of a garden building, and then you pop it there.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So then this question here, yeah, Zoe already answered it. When did you last update your profile? Because I get that all the time. People say never. Now, and this one is costing you. This one is really costing people money. So not having relevant content on your website. But I'm going to just jump into the other one here because I wanted to show you some. I wanted to show you the secrets that I was talking about here. Let me just quickly step to this. So, have you ever heard of the word domain authority? Yeah, Astrid? No. So domain authority, let me show you an example. I'm just going to go into my professional SEO software. So I put in Rewrite Builders in here, and I put in Touchwood Southwest. So the domain authority here, so this is professional SEO software that you pay money for. But it tells you the domain authority is this number here. It's a value between 0 and 100. Now, so that's first of all, and you can check that yourself as well. I can't do it now because I'm only allowed so many per month. But if you go to moz.com and enter the word keyword analysis, domain analysis, you can then enter your domain name in here, and it will then tell you what your domain authority is. So that's a free one. Now, different softwares will give you different values. Now, the domain authority. So if different SEOs work with different softwares. So I use Ahrefs, which I find very good. And we've got a cute doggy in the background. So we remember this value here. So let's say this is 5, and for Touchwood it's 9. So the higher the better, and this number increases. Sorry. This number increases, the more links go from other websites to your website, and the more content you have on your website. So you've got 71 links, but Google only knows of 72 keywords on the Rewrite website. Now I'm going to go back into here. So this is the first step. Now, the reason why other websites rank higher in Google is because their domain authority is substantially higher. So they might be a completely ugly website. So their domain authority is 10, ugly website. Your domain authority is 2. You've got a beautiful new website, but they are ranking above you because their authority is higher. And domain authority isn't something that you can screw on and increase. It's something that you work on over time. So if you want to push away the competition, you need to improve your domain authority. So the second secret that SEO experts don't want you to know is the keyword difficulty. Have you heard of keyword difficulty before, Zoe?
Heard of keywords, but not keyword difficulty.
Okay, Astrid? And Claire?
Yeah, I'm here. No, I haven't heard of keyword difficulty. I have heard of keywords as well.
Right, and Claire, have you heard of keyword difficulty before? No.
Not at all.
So now, let's just go to Keyword Explorer. Now, Zoe, if you give me your dream keyword that you want to rank for, what would you want to rank?
Builders Cheshire.
Say that again?
Builders Cheshire.
Builders Cheshire, cool. So I'm going to
Although I know that that isn't one of the keywords we pay for. We pay for Builders Alsage, or Builders Sandbach. We couldn't have Builders Cheshire for whatever reason.
Okay, so they actually don't have any data on this. So to me, that sounds like you're not actually bidding on a keyword that makes sense to bid on. Okay, so I'm going to go into related terms and just, I can't even find anything. So Cheshire Master Builders, which builders? So here, this shows me the keyword difficulty here. And it also, when we looked at the first one here, Builders Cheshire, this software only knows of 10 people per month searching for this. So I think there are better keywords for you to spend your time on to try and optimize for this. And this will then automatically come as well. So you do house extensions, don't you?
Yeah, so we do extensions, conversions, renovations, and new builds.
Extension Builder Cheshire.
We have to put house extensions, because if you just put extensions, you get hair extensions.
Yeah. Have I spelled Cheshire correctly? Yes.
Yes.
House Builder Cheshire. Okay. They don't seem to have any sort of new build house renovations. Because the thing is as well, we need to think about the keyword, the intent, the keyword. So what's the intention when somebody enters that? And there is not a clear intention with this one here. So best builder Cheshire. So it doesn't find much information, which is typical in your industry, and it's also fantastic news, because that means you can easily rank for that. Okay.
We did actually win Best Builder in Cheshire by Build Magazine, so you might have thought that that would, you know.
Oh, this is. Let me show you a different example. Let me just enter gold ring, right? Okay, so this will show you. So a gold ring here, that's got keyword difficulty of 2. So gold necklace. Let's just do that. Keyword difficulty of 8. And if I go into related terms, I'm just going to jump around here a little bit. And if I sort this by keyword difficulty, you can see there are keywords out there that have got a keyword difficulty of 85, 83, and so on. And remember that Zoe, you had a domain authority of 4.9, yeah? And Astrid, your domain authority is 9. So basically, if you're trying to rank for a keyword that has got, so let me just go back to this one here, the keyword difficulty. You need to pick a keyword you actually have a chance to rank for. Okay, so you need to pick a keyword you have a chance to rank for, and you need to pick keywords your customers actually look for in Google. And then the secret number 3 is that these two things are linked. Okay, so basically, Zoe, you can only try to aim for keywords with a difficulty of maximum 5 to have a top ranking chance, and for Astrid, you can try and rank for keywords up to a difficulty of 9. Okay, so let's just do Astrid's thing. So Astrid is carpentry, and where are you based, Astrid?
In Devon.
Carpentry, Devon. Doesn't find anything, which is a bit bizarre. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think we often, I guess, get looked. Well, people find us online somehow miraculously, but they would be looking for carpentry courses for women or female carpenters or something like that.
So courses. So if I look for carpentry courses, that gives us a better search volume. So there's 2,200 people a month searching for this term, and you're only 3 away to be able to achieve that. Yeah.
What does that mean? 3 away? What? 3 what?
You're on a domain rating of 9.
I have no idea what that means.
So that's your domain authority. That's the first part that we talked about. The domain authority is the value of your domain. So it's like when you build a house, and when you build a brand new house somewhere, it's brand new and modern, and it's not considered anything particular. But in 200 years, your house might be considered as a castle and something super historic and valuable. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and basically, when you register a domain name and get a brand new website, it has got a domain authority of 0. It means nothing to anybody because it's brand new. But over time, you build this up, and other people's websites endorse your website by linking to yours. Okay,
Right.
and this value goes up. And
Okay.
this is the main aim in SEO, is to increase this so that you get better domain authority, so that you can rank for better keywords. So
Okay.
this is the number that you can currently rank for. So if I go into here, so all of these things you can rank for already. So 3 online carpentry courses, evening carpentry courses. But the thing is with keywords is, if you want to rank for a certain keyword, you need to have that keyword on your website.
Right, yeah. Okay. And where do I find those keywords and the ranking and all of this? I didn't get that bit.
Well, this is a professional SEO software, so that's what SEO experts do for you, okay? But I'm just going to go you a little bit further here. So this one here is when it comes to content. So this, so we've already done that. So the secret weapon is your blog, okay? Now, Astrid, just keep your volume on, because it's better to have a
Okay, sorry. Yeah, there will be a bit of background noise because I am actually making dinner.
That's okay.
Yeah,
so
go on.
Would do you have a blog, Astrid?
Well, I don't do a blog as such, but obviously WordPress always comes with an inbuilt blog page, and I've called that news. So sometimes, very rarely, I post something on it.
And what would you post typically?
Just if we either have a new course or if I've won an award or something like that, basically.
Okay, and Zoe, what about you?
I feed in. I don't have a blog. I tend to use Facebook for any updates about winning awards or things like that. And then I will feed updated information to our website people, who will update it on the website. So new photographs of projects, completed projects, and things like that. But so I'm thinking that I need to speak to them and say we need to add a blog functionality into the website.
Right, okay. So the thing is, both Astrid and Zoe, you need to switch your thinking, and your blog is your starting point, and social media comes from the blog. But your blog is not a business diary, okay? And no one cares what you did last week, and no one searches for that in Google. That's a hard one to swallow, but that's quite important. You need to answer
what is it? Sorry, yeah, go on.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm sure you're getting to what it actually is for. Yeah.
So answer your customer's question in detail. That's what it is. So don't create an FAQ page. An FAQ page should only be used for transaction questions. How to buy, how to pay, how long does it take, blah, blah. These short questions, that's FAQ, but a blog goes really in depth. And Google even tells you what questions people ask. So if you don't have SEO software, then you go to Google, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let's just go to Google. Now, Stuart, it's not 100% presentation here, but it's a little bit of a pro. And is that okay? Because I'm 45 minutes now. Okay, good. So, Zoe, what question do you get asked in your business?
Don't really get asked questions as such. People sort of say, do you do loft conversions? Well, yeah, look on the website, it tells you. Can we do do we need planning permission for what we're wanting to do?
So do you need planning permission, right? So do you see what I'm doing here? So do you need planning permission? And I'm not clicking enter, okay? You see this list of things that Google now tells you. and your list will look different because of where you are. This is going to show me Scotland because I'm in Scotland here. So do you need planning? And then you just start typing permission for A, and then you put the letter L in for loft, and then it gets you more details, okay? Or log cabin, or loft conversion with Velux windows, whatever, log burner, conservatory. So Google tells you what people ask, okay? So this is the first step. So
Yeah.
this thing here, I'm just going to click on the first one, right? This is a keyword or a key phrase. The word keyword and key phrase are used as the same. And so this is basically the keywords that we enter, and your blog post would be called exactly that, without deviating from it. So it needs to have exact that title with exact that wording. So then you look down and you look at this thing here. So Google tells you even more. People also ask. So here, actually, it tells you what questions to put into your blog article. And then you scroll down and Google tells you even more what people ask around this in the related searches section. And any single one of them that you click, you can then search for and click and get more questions. So you can also use another software that gives you all of these questions in a different way. It's called alsoask.com. Ask.com. I'm not going to run it here, but you can have a look at that. Let's go back to here. So this is the examples that I had fished out here. So as people also ask and related questions. Also get yourself a book from this guy. It's called The Ask You Answer. It's an amazing book, and it explains why you need to have a blog on your website.
Dean, could you show us on your website your blog area, please?
Yeah, sure. So I'll show you this one here as well. So if I go to this, I used to do wedding photography and I no longer do that. So if I click on here and I put in wedding questions, wedding questions. So best wedding bag. So I get a lot of promoted stuff on here. So let's just go over 5 tips for breathtaking outdoor wedding photography, how to make your retro wedding, 6 advantages of planning an outdoor wedding, what's your engagement ring style, groom survival emergency kit. People Google exactly that. Then guide to proposals and so on. But if I show you my other one and here, which is basically anything to do with SEO, step-by-step guide to getting your website launched, how to craft an appealing contact form. So there's nothing in here at all about what I've done last week, about awards I've won, and you can totally post about these things, but keep them to 20% max in your blog. 8 posts are about answering customers' questions, and 20% 2 posts are just about your own business. So there's how to get started with ChatGPT. So there's a guide in here. So there's all of these posts that explain things and are helpful to customers.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just see if there's anything else in here. No. So now, if you want to learn more, I'm just going to quickly run you through this. I am running the SEO Club, so I've got my own website, a business image. That's where I build websites. If you want to scrap this with your phone or take a screenshot, you'll go straight to the link. So this is what I do. This is what I have put together for you if you're interested. So it's just for your business type, the local business SEO. I've got lessons for you ready to learn the local SEO, to how to improve your reviews and how to get more of them, how to do the Google business stuff, how to learn blogging, and how to create more social media content quicker. Sorry, what do you say?
I said that was brilliant. Can you email that to me, Nadine? Yeah. I'll forward that on as well.
Yeah. That's cool. So I
Excellent.
can
That's
send that
brilliant.
whole thing. I can send that whole thing. So, and because you want no more crickets on your website, you start ranking in Google and get inquiries. And so this is one of our students here. So before SEO, they had about 180, and now they've got 800 per month. And they need 40 customers per year, and that totally delivers. So,
Brilliant.
and why you should do it now, it's because you're getting into the winter period, it might be a bit slower, and within weeks you can rank and you get inquiries for your low season, and you can build an inquiry stream for your next year as well. So there's a lot in SEO. Let me just really quickly show you what this looks like. So you wouldn't need everything from what I have in here, but I would include the power keyword, which will get you started to ranking really quickly in your area. So this is the full course, but you don't need the full course. And so this tells you a lot about different aspects of SEO, and the students that do this, they tend to be businesses who want to learn about more generic SEO, but there are elements in here, for example, the business profile. If I click on this, you can, so there's always a lot about text, and then there's a video, and I'm very quick with my videos. I tend to have them less than 10 minutes, so this is 1 minute long. And then there might be another one here, which is 4 minutes. So it's really short. I'm explaining exactly what to do. And it's mostly based on WordPress. So I hope that's been helpful somehow.
Some good timely reminders.
Yeah, it's been really helpful, although it's like it now feels like the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
That's always going to be the case, Astrid, isn't it?
Oh God, how many more icebergs will there be?
Plenty, plenty.
Yeah.
But the good thing with this iceberg is, and Nadine and I have talked about this a lot. A lot of it's smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of kind of SEO providers out there that deliberately try and make it look complicated, and it's not necessarily complicated. I think one of the key words with anything with SEO is consistency. They just keep doing it, and as Nadine says, it's quite easy to rank within the construction and trade sector because most of your competitors are not good at it.
Now, I'm going to send you a
Yeah.
link to a website here. Have a look at this website. They are doing an amazing job with SEO and blogging. And if you look at their blog, they call it the Learning Center. The amount of blogs that they've got on there is incredible. And they answer all the questions that people have. So when people actually are ready to buy from them, they have all the answers, and they just say, "Can I buy, please?" A blog saves you so much time, and anything to do with your services. So Zoe, for example, extensions. People want to know how much is it, right? And you say, well, it depends. But you need to write a blog post what it depends on. Yeah. And you can give them a case study, an example. It's like, here is this example case study. Here is a customer that had an extension put onto a semi-detached house. It was 3 meters wide, 8 meters long, 2 stories, sloped roof, blah, blah, 2 bedrooms upstairs and a long living room downstairs, including a toilet. This is what it cost. So that people get an idea.
Yeah, sorry, this is probably going to be a really stupid question. Obviously, this is why I'm sitting here trying to learn a little bit more. So obviously you've said that the blog is a secret weapon, but why? Is it because the content is already in our website for things that people are searching on Google? So because it's in our website, it will, when somebody searches it on Google, it will bring up our website. Or I don't understand why the blog is the secret weapon. So I'm sorry if that's a really stupid question.
No, it's not.
Just trying to understand.
So the thing is that with your thinking with the blog, never talk about things you've done. The blog is not about that, and it's not about news. The blog is there to answer your customers' questions in depth, to really empower them with information. So when somebody close to your business, like in your area in Cheshire, enters for example, how much does a loft conversion cost, right? You have answered that on your website and you are in Cheshire. So Google will pull your blog post out over anybody else that have got posted about that because you are local to them. So they are not even ready to search for you yet, but yet you have answered it to them. Okay, that's why. So you're making your brand coverage is huge by answering questions before they're even ready to choose a provider.
Perfect, thank you.
So,
Nadine, what was the website? There's a website, is it called Ask the Public, where you can find out what the commonly asked questions are and then write the blogs on the back of that?
there's two. One is called Answer the Public, and the
Answer
other
the Public,
one
that's it.
answerthepublic.com, and the other one is, I put it here, also ask.com. So they're both very similar.
But you've showed us to do that with just a Google search, right? Is that also?
Yes. So
possible?
let me just show you the Answer the Public thing quickly. I'm just gonna.
And I have another couple of questions about the blog as well.
Of course. So here's Answer the Public. So loft, the thing is, you don't put long questions in here. There's only 2 or 3 words. Loft conversion cost. Select your country and then click search. And then it takes a few seconds for it to come up with all that data, which is amazing. So it doesn't tell you about keyword difficulty or anything like that. And then if you scroll down, it shows it in this weird format. So I'll just click on data because I can actually read it. So come on. So it's 465 questions here I'm getting. That is still loading. So there we go. So these are all the questions that I'm getting. Why do loft conversions cost so much? That can all be part of the same blog post because you're talking about loft conversion costs. Okay, so I've got a blog post, and by all means have a look at that, about photography, wedding photography packages. How much is wedding photography Edinburgh? So I'm going to put this link in here, and this is how I explain how much stuff costs, but you will get an idea on how this works, how to write a blog post like that. Now I'm going to go back to here. So this will give you all these questions in here, and you can see how long that goes. My husband just trying to call me. And the next thing is the also ask thing. Also ask.com, and that's a similar thing. So loft conversion cost, but that gives you a different way of displaying the information. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer, but you can go down different paths of exploring the questions that people have around a certain subject. Now, Zoe and Astrid and Claire, have you used ChatGPT before? Astrid?
No, I haven't. No.
Stuart, I'm going to blow their mind for just 1 second. ChatGPT, you can use that on your phone. It's free to use. What to do is when someone wants to do a loft conversion, what are the typical questions they have? Enter. So, and then there we go. It just gives you lots and lots of things that people ask around certain things. I'm going to just go quickly back to also ask. This is what also ask looks like. And you can then zoom in with your mouse and then even extend on certain subjects. So you can click on the plus and then get more questions around that. Now, these questions here are not made up. This is scraped from Google's related searches from Google's also ask. People also ask, that's why it's called that. That's where this comes from. So, and that will give you some idea on how to download or how to build blog posts. Okay, Astrid, you had more question?
Yeah. So, the first one about the blog post on the WordPress website, it was called blog post or blog or something, and I've renamed it to news, which obviously isn't the right title either. But
Call a blog a blog. Yeah, blog.
well, the thing is, I mean, maybe that's just me, but if I see a blog somewhere, I just go, oh my God, and run away, because I don't want to read thousands of pages worth of information. So that's why I didn't call it blog. But I guess.
Now let me answer this really quickly for you. This is super easy, right? I'm gonna go share my screen again. Because you think of a blog as somebody's news, and there's nothing more boring as watching somebody else's wedding, holiday pictures, right? We would never admit it.
Yeah, or like all this information that may not be relevant to me or something. Yeah.
No, exactly.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Let me just ask this question, Google. What is the best dog breed for a couple over 60, right? Or like this. So I'm asking, this is a proper question that people ask in Google, right?
Right.
Okay. When I click on here, what I'm looking at is a blog post.
Yeah. So really, so what you're saying is that the blog page on the website isn't really for people who come to the website to read my blog post. It's for Google search engines to drive traffic to my website.
No. It's for both. It's for both.
Okay.
So first of all, anytime, so watch yourself looking at the internet in the next few days. You look at the website, if it says anything like that, or category, if it has an author and if it has a date, you're reading a blog post.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go to my own business image website here. This is for my web design SEO. And so if I go to web SEO, let's just go for that. So find out more about the benefits of search engine optimization. If I click on here, it then goes to my blog. And it then just actually scrolls down, what does SEO and so on mean? So within your content, you link to your blog, okay? And I need to do this much more often because I'll keep adding blog posts on here. But you link to your blog, and then from your blog, you link to your next blog. So you want it, the whole aim is to keep people on your website for as long as possible and educate them so that there is an element of know, like, and trust building up.
Okay.
What was the other question?
The other question, thank you. So I have, like looked into this very, very superficially, obviously, this whole SEO thing. And one of the things that I clearly got wrong is I somewhere read that put an FAQ section on your website, because that will then contain keywords and that kind of helps the search engine. So I've done that. So I clearly need to scrap that. But
no, you don't need to scrap it, but FAQ is only for transaction question.
Oh, right. Okay.
How do I pay you? Where do the classes take place? Do I need to know, have any knowledge? So questions that you can answer in one sentence. That's what FAQ is for. Right.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Didn't get it completely wrong then, but okay. But that's not helping any search engines, is it? To find my website.
No, because pages that have got a lot of varying information on there, Google doesn't actually know what this page is about. So if Zoe, if you've got a service overview page that says you do extensions and love conversions and this, that, and the other, this page won't rank. But the pages that you link to, so the love conversion page, the extension page, they will rank. But the overview pages, they won't. Because there's too much on there, and Google was like, yeah, they do everything. I don't want to rank this page, because people are not looking for which service does this Railway Builders offer. People look for love conversion,
Makes sense. Brilliant. So yeah, do you know what, Nadine? It's a great reminder again. I need to get back on to answer the public, because that's just gold dust. And both for Zoe and Astrid, go on to Chat GPT, because once you start getting, and I still can't believe it's free. I mean, it's just bonkers that that's free. But that writes your blog posts for you.
Right.
And
I'm going to
Nadine has
send
done a
you.
blog post on how to use ChatGPT.
Yeah, I've got I'm going to just send you this so you can download it. Let me just quickly. Now, you need to fill in your details, but there's no payment or anything like that. So have a look at this thing here. This is also the link where you can find, it says construction SEO, so that's for you guys there. But if you have a look at the freebies, if you scroll down, so how to find 10 blog topics in 10 minutes. ChatGPT blueprint, that is 30 pages of how to use ChatGPT for blogging and how to write a blog that ranks in Google. That's quite good as well. So just pop them all into your trolley and then check out and don't pay. There's nothing to pay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, thank you.
That has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Nice small group. So I'm hoping Zoe and Astrid both got a lot from that, and keep them busy for a couple of weeks.
Oh my
That's
God,
brilliant.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah,
you. Really,
absolutely.
really helpful.
Now I know I
Thanks
can't
for letting me join in.
I can't go really deep into the nitty-gritty because it's such a huge subject, but you'll learn a lot from these things. And then if you're interested to do the mini course, you know, by all means, it's not going to take forever with these lessons. You can just get that sorted and within a matter of weeks. You could be ranking in Google within the first 10 results by Christmas.
So,
Right.
so yeah, just you be thankful we don't have to do all this because it's a minefield.
Well, it certainly looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, well, once again, Nadine, thanks very much. I'll be
You're
sure
welcome.
to pass your details on to Claire, Zoe and Astrid so if there are any questions, they know how to contact you.
Yeah.
Once again, Nadine, thanks
Right.
very much. Absolutely fantastic session. And I've got homework as well now. No, I will.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yeah, that was
Thank
good.
you.
Great.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for coming along. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
pleasant evening.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
bye.
you.
very much. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.